All right. Hey, it's been a while, huh? Remember me, Baba? I'm back. Yeah. And we are going to read a book today, Caps for Sale. This is a tale of a peddler, who means someone who sells things, some monkeys, and their monkey business. It is told and illustrated by Esfer. Whoa, should have looked at this before. Slobodokina. Slobodkina. Maybe that's what it is. Esfer Slobodkina. We'll go with that, right? That is a good Slavic name. Caps for Sale. A tale of a peddler, some monkey, and their monkey business. Once there was a peddler. See this guy? Look at him with all those caps on his head, who sold caps. But it was not like the ordinary peddler carrying his wares on his back. He carried them on top of his head. First he had on his own checked cap, then a bunch of gray caps, a bunch of brown caps, then a bunch of blue caps, and on the very top, a bunch of red caps. Do you know your colors? Can you point to the colors? Look at that. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight so as not to upset the caps. No, they would fall. As he went along, he called, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" 50 cents? I can tell this is an old book. That wouldn't buy you much of a cap today. One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. Sometimes that happens, even if you have your best hopes. He walked up the street and he walked down the street calling, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody even wanted a red cap. He began to feel hungry in his tummy, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," said he, and he walked out of town, slowly, so as not to upset the caps. He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. That's a nice place for a rest. Can you see him there? And he sat down very slowly under the tree and leaned back little by little against the tree trunk so as not to disturb the caps on his head. Then he put up his hand to feel if they were straight. First his own check cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, then the red caps on the very top. They were all there, so he went to sleep. Oh, and he slept for a long time. Look at the sun. It's kind of like our day here in Arizona. The sun was out and it was just beautiful. So nice. When he woke up, oh, look at him. Oh, he was refreshed and rested. Oof, wow, I feel so much better. But before standing up, he felt to make sure his caps were there. Why is this? I'm trying to see if this will come down to see Baba a little better. I don't know. That was more. There we go. Sorry. Just trying this for the first time. To make sure his caps were all in the right place. And all he felt was his own checked cap. Look, all the other ones are gone. He looked to the right of him. No caps. He looked to the left of him. No caps. He looked in back of him. No caps. He looked behind the tree. No caps. What do you think could have happened? Then he looked up into the tree. And what do you think he saw? This is crazy. Look at that. Look at that. On every branch sat a monkey. And on every monkey was a gray or a brown or a blue or a red cap. Whoa! They took him. It's the caper of the century. The peddler looked at the monkeys. The monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he thought, I spoke to them. I will talk to them. "You monkeys, you," he said, shaking a finger at them. That's what shaking a finger, it's kind of a scold. It's what people do when they're angry and they want to say something. Make sure that you understand. That is shaking a finger. "You give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their fingers back at him and said, "Tss, tss, 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 tss." Oh. This made the peddler angry. Oh, could they? So he shook both his hands at them. Look at it. "You monkeys, you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook both their hands back at him and said, A little bit of a standoff here. Now he felt quite angry indeed. He stamped his foot and he said, "You monkeys, you better give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped their feet and said, what? They thought it was great fun. By this time, the peddler was really very angry. He stamped both his feet and shouted, "You monkeys, you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him and said, At last he became so angry, the only thing he could do, he pulled off his own cap and he threw it on the ground and began to walk away. I'm through. But then each monkey pulled off his cap. I should have shown you this when he threw off his cap. But then each monkey pulled off his cap, all the grays, all the blues, that's right, all the browns, all the blues, and all the red caps came flying back down, out of the tree. So the peddler picked up his own cap as he watched this and put them back on his head. First his own chit cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, and the red caps on the very top. Look at him. He's gathering them. See that? Stacking. And slowly, slowly, he walked back into town, calling, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" That's the end. That is a book that my mom used to read to me, so that is very old. I hope you enjoyed Caps for Sale, 50 cents a cap. And Baba will see you again very soon. And I hope that everything is going awesome for you. And if it's not, hang in there and it'll get better.